Hello, everyone. I'm going live on Instagram right now. Welcome. I think I'm going to put it right there. There we go. So I can see all the things. Welcome. Hi, I'm Cameron. I don't just read comics, I love them. And my camera is backwards. There we go. You guys saw a little bit of my kitchen right there. On Instagram only. Welcome. I'm Cameron. I just read comics. I love them for the second time. And here is my live stream. Coming on a little late for Sundays. Did not plan a stream today, but there's so much I wanted to talk to everyone about. So I decided, what the heck? I'm just going to hop right into it. Yeah, so there's also like a lot of comic book news and content coming out. Two things I'm going to be adding to these live streams, just like talks, because I want to talk about them on a week-to-week basis, but I don't talk to a lot of week-to-week people about this stuff, is both the Penguin series and Agatha All Along, the MCU latest edition. Yeah, I freaking liked that show. So actually, let's just hop into that. Our first thing we're going to hop into is going to be what the event that happened this week, which was the Daniel Warren Johnson signing at Pulp Fiction in Long Beach. Really great event hosted by a really great shop. I got 2 covers signed. Don't look at those. I got the A cover and the B cover, and Briley Rossmo ended up showing up. So I got Daniel Warren Johnson to sign the A cover, or that's the B cover. And then I had him sign the A cover. And Riley has signed and sketched on both. I got the little frog guy on the B cover. It's really hard to see. And then little sketcher there. Don't know really what it is, but Daniel Warren Johnson right there. So honestly, really great event. You had to get there on time because I got there. I left work at 4, which was the time start of the signing. And I waited in line and I waited outside and it was hot. It was just when the sun was coming down. So it was like going directly down on you. So yeah, not the easiest event to attend, but a great one nonetheless. I love Daniel Warren Johnson. He was so kind. He gave everyone a sketch, which was amazing. It was so kind. Luckily, I already had a sketch from him and he was selling the Murder Falcon hardcovers, which I'm going to record the Murder Falcon review soon. I finished that last week. So here's my process. I read the books and then I write the reviews and then record, edit, publish. It takes a long time. I'm the only one who's doing all of it. I have no team behind me. So that being the case, Murder Falcon takes a little bit of time. And I read it last week, so I'm trying to pump it out, but it's in line. There's a lot of other books that are coming out too. Thank you to everyone who watched the new X-Men Omnibus review, by the way. One of my most successful video launches in the first week. One second. My TV's going. Go away. Go away. Okay. Sorry. I had dual TVs set up for the freaking Raider game. New Raider shot sponsor. Yeah, two TVs set up, and so the remotes kind of mess with which one's powered on, which one's powered off. Anyways, Daniel Warren Johnson, yeah, so he was doing free sketches. I got a Murder Falcon signed hardcover, but that was actually for Alan with Casual Comicer. So got him that. Luckily, I already have a sketch from him. Otherwise, I would have been low-key sad. But yeah, so anyways, it was a really good event. I waited in line for a long time because I got there late. Glad I went. It was super fun. Now let's hop into Agatha All Along, the first show that came out this week. Luckily, I finished it right before this stream was happening because I didn't plan on finishing it or having time to finish it. I had time after the games, and I had time to go do all that stuff. So, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it because I didn't want to wait another week to talk about these things because, in my opinion, in 1 week they'll be obsolete. So, Agatha All Along, first 2 episodes, just finished them. Wow. My expectations for the series were incredibly low. I thought they were going to fall into the kind of stuff that the kind of expectation that you would expect for a Disney Plus show. I didn't think it was going to be, does this character need a series when like we have an Agatha Harkness show, but we don't have a Nova show? I also thought that her being the villain of WandaVision, they did a good job not spoiling it, but surprising us. But then the whole musical number, Marvel marketing just like went off on that. They thought that was the best thing ever. And I think it was their own hype that led to her having her own series, in my opinion. Because I thought it was just kind of weird. I was like, why do we need a musical number? What is happening? WandaVision was a good show tonally, and it really did add to the MCU, but it just didn't. I was like, it didn't do what I needed it to do for me in some regards, that being one of them. I wasn't that hyped on the musical number. I'm also not a guy who's into musicals, so I'm not the target audience. Anyways, that being the case, her getting her own show, I very much come from the camp of everyone gets a try. Go for it. Give it a try. Let me know. I'll let you know if I like it by continuing to watch, because I don't think a lot of the MCU TV stuff is consequential, except for shows like Captain America Winter Soldier and that's about it. I can't think of another show. I loved She-Hulk. I'm the only one that loves She-Hulk. I think we were due for a She-Hulk anything, so her coming in at all was awesome. Whether or not it was what everyone needed at the time is a different story. But Agatha All Along is happening. It's going forward. I haven't really read any Agatha Harkness shows, so I just wanted to see what the heck is going on over there. And I was so surprised. It was so good. It started with I think it's Mayor of Eastvale, the Kate Winslet show that was really popular. Let me make sure I find it. It started with that show that was super popular, and she was still locked in the TV world. Mayor of Easttown. It started like that tonally, which I thought was actually really brilliant. And I'm glad the show had a grounded approach going in, and then it spent, 2 seconds in the poppy black and white world that she was stuck in. And then the show got going, which is good. Spoiler warning. The teenager who they can't figure out who it is, that is Billy. That is Wanda Maximoff's son, Wiccan. We know that they're setting up for the Young Avengers right now. So that's who that is. And the way that and this may be me, my speculation, you may see it here first. When he was trying to say his name and it scribbled over his tongue or his mouth, I could have sworn it was a WM, a la Wanda's signature on the body tag. I could have sworn that's what it was, but we'll never know. Or maybe if they touch on it, I feel like they could touch on it in the show when they do like a clip of piecing the mystery together when you find out who he actually is. But yeah, that's who that is. I love it. I love that idea. I love that he's a teenager. One step closer to Young Avengers is exactly what I want. Very excited about that. Okay, next up, my favorite comic TV of the week. Oh my gosh, The Penguin on Max. I didn't need this show either. I was like, really? Like, of all characters I've done on a show, The Penguin, Batman's Rogues Gallery is strong enough to be able to carry a character like this, though. So, yeah. I was like, yeah, Penguin, I'll freaking watch your show. And I thought this one was just incredible. Matt Reeves, great work. He didn't direct. It looks like he didn't direct the first 3 episodes of the series. So I think he's executive producing, working on that. But the Gotham that is in that world is just amazing. I loved the trajectory that they're going in. I thought that the Gotham itself was really freaking good. I just really liked it. It also reminded me of The Sopranos, and this week I did watch the David Chase Sopranos documentary. So that like ringing in my head while this is all going on. Also, if you want to know what they're basing this universe off of, go read Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale's Batman Long Halloween and Dark Victory. Alberto and Sofia Falcone are in those series. So that's what they're basing all the familial dynamics at play. Catwoman being Carmine's daughter, all of that is stemming those relationships. Salvatore Maroni being in a mob war with the Falcones. That's Jeff Loeb, who I met at Comic-Con and is wonderful. Make sure to go check out my Comic-Con recap video. I talked to him briefly. Yeah, it reminds me of The Sopranos. And I also want to say that I think Batman works the best. The grounded version of Batman works best when you lean into the mob and the mob relationships. Every great Batman adaptation leans into it, excluding, I think, Batman 89 with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson. Not super heavy on it, but I mean, like animated series, you have Rupert Thorne, you have obviously Carmine Falcone in Dark Knight, then you have it Batman Begins. You have Maroni in Dark Knight. You have, who's the last one? The one we just watched. Falcone in the Penguin series. So yeah, I'm just so excited. I'm bummed because I thought it was going to be one of those 1-2 hits where it came out on Wednesday on the 19th and then goes into or Thursday the 19th, and then it'll start airing on Sundays now. And so today's Sunday. I thought we were going to have a shot to see it. We don't have a shot to see it. So very much a bummer. Okay, so now I wanted to get into one more piece of comic news that I thought was worth looking at, and that is Chris Samnee's released art for Batman and Robin Year One with Mark Waid. So if you're on my Instagram, you can't see this, but on my YouTube, yes, you can. I'm going to share my screen and share this page. Chris Samnee, one of the greatest artists of all time. Okay. And starting October, he's going to be doing Battober. Here's the cover and the pre-order for Batman and Robin Year One, written by Mark Waid, art by Chris Samnee. One of just the most beautiful, perfect Batman and Robin images. This is the team I would want. This is the all-star team I would want on a series like this. Sometimes I think they don't bring their best foot forward for the Batman Year One stuff. So, or the Year One stuff in general. So to see that Chris Samnee and Mark Waid working together is just, and same team that did Daredevil, same team that did Black Widow that I have reviewed before on this channel. Just great. So first image we have on the screen is Batman's eyeballs and the Batmobile. And it's perfect. And it transitions. Also, it's Mateus Lopez on the colors for this book, which are perfect. It's just a perfect series that I'm looking so forward to. Comes out in October or November, I believe. Very soon. FOC this is tomorrow. So final order cutoff. Go pick it up at your comics. It's tomorrow. The next image I'm sharing. Actually, I can do this on my Instagram as well. There we go. You guys can all see it now too. Here's my screen. Batmobile going in. Look at these colors. They're insane. I just freaking love this. I'm so excited for this series. And here's the first image for the people hopping on. Chris Samnee, Mark Waid, Batman and Robin Year One. Just amazing. Preview art images that I think should be way more popular on the internet. And now you have Robin and Batman, young Dick Grayson, Robin and Batman inside the Batmobile. He's stoked to fight crime. Batman's not giving him any emotion. He's bummed. Just you can see the narrative in the art without even looking at without even needing the dialogue, which shows how strong Chris Samnee is as an artist. Can't not look at this. That's why I needed to share this with you guys, because, and then that's not the only stuff that he did, like 2 more pages. You had the first or meeting of Commissioner Gordon and Batman. Look at this. Just gorgeous. Chris Samnee is like the ultimate Batman artist, and you are going to be getting Batman art from him every single day in October, which is the best news. Yeah, you have Batman coming up. We know this dynamic. But then what? Who's this on top of the freaking bat signal? It's Robin. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at this color, too. This yellow cape, the red. Amazing job on the colors to Mateus Lopez. Who's this guy vibe from Commissioner Gordon? Look at, he's barely showing Batman's face at all. Just the silhouette. Exactly how I want it. Robin being super acrobatic. I love the way he's making the cape fit Robin. It's just perfect. So acrobatic. Falling into the night. It's just great. It's just absolutely the most perfect vibe of all time. I can't believe it. I can't look away from that dynamic. I literally can't. I'm probably one of the number 1 series I'm most looking forward to. It's just going to be absolutely awesome. And now you're stuck with me again. So next up, we have a paying first episode. Okay. Now we're just kind of going in, we're winding down. This may be a quick live. I just wanted to touch base with you guys because it has been a while. So here is what I read this week. It wasn't a heavy reading week for me. I kind of had to like cram some stuff in because I was going to the signing and I'm catching up on my pull, but I've been hitting it really hard lately. So gave myself some chill time. And that just because I'm not showing what I'm reading doesn't mean that I'm not reading. Like, for example, I've been still working on Unbeatable Squirrel Girl by Ryan North and Erica Henderson omnibus. It's really great. So there we go for the live stream. First 2 books I got this week, my pickup was, or what I read, same book twice over. Moon is Following Us by Daniel Warren Johnson and Riley Rossmo. The way that they're both doing art in this book is amazing. Also, again, always highly recommend Daniel Warren Johnson's live stream. Watching his makes me want to do my own. That's why we're here. Yeah. This is the Riley Rossmo cover, and then this is the Daniel Warren Johnson cover. I think. It might be Riley Rossmo's too. I don't know. But yeah, really, Mike Spicer doing the colors. Really great series. Really fun. Really sci-fi. Very new reader friendly. Full of heart. Everything you want from a Daniel Warren Johnson story. Everything he always gives you is right here. So look no further. Great. That's actually my pick of the week. Fun fact. Moon is Following Us. Number 1 book of the week. Signed by the artist and writers, co-storytellers. Okay, next up we have X-Men number 4. Trying to read this as soon as it comes out, so I stay on top of my X-Men. I just want to understand them. Ryan Stegman took a break from after issue 3 because it's twice a month. So hopefully, we can get him on. But the new art is really good too. They really honored his style very well, which I appreciated. Juggernaut. I love this Juggernaut look. I love the Juggernauts on this team. Great book. Let me come through and see if I remember what happened. I feel like it's been since Wednesday since I read this. Yep. Oh man, Magic is so cool. Oh, they have this new guy. There's new villain. Yeah, they're just chipping away at this story. It's really good. I forget his name. Fitzroy. Fitzroy is the new X-Men villain. Right there. Just a gorgeous page. Great fight sequence with these other mutants. Really fun story. You got this new villain, Sugar Man, too. Yeah. Magic ends the story talking to someone who I love. That might be a spoiler if you know me really well. It might not be. I don't know what I tell you guys all the time. Next up, my other favorite book of the week. X Factor, my favorite X-Men title, currently ongoing. Go check out my interview with Mark Russell, the writer on this book. It's so good. And when he talked about Havoc being the main character of this story, this is the issue where that starts happening. So I don't think this is a bi-monthly book. I think this is just monthly regular, but great dynamic between Magic and Magic and who did I just say? Havoc. Great. Really excited for everything in this book. Really good. Just love this series. And I liked it so much. I messaged him after and I said, "This is so good." And he said, "This is everything I wanted this title to be." So love it. Also, I think there's a lot of X-Men influence in here. Next up is a book that's been in my, I don't even know how I got it in my pull list, but it just kind of showed up and I'm not reading it anymore. I took it off, but Rook Exodus. I think I'm going to pick up the trade on this. Jason Fabok, Jeff Johns, Ghost World imprint, Ghost Machine imprint. Really good. Jason Fabok's art just absolutely crushes it on this title. Really like everything that he has going on. Yeah, really fun dynamic. Good story building. Yeah, I like it. I liked it. Just a solid book, but I have too much on my pull list as it is, especially with X-Men going twice monthly. What the heck, guys? And then the reason I didn't do this at like 9 a.m. this morning like I usually would, I think I'm going to also move these to 9 a.m. Stay tuned for that announcement. Depends on football schedules. I went camping, so I wasn't by my computer this morning, this weekend. I'll be back next week. But there's one book that I've been reading, again, thanks to my interview with Mark Russell. My Bad by Mark Russell, Bryce Engelman, Peter Krause, and Kelly Fitzpatrick. This is a really good book. I took it camping with me, so I read it there just in the mornings because I wake up early and really freaking loved it. This is just one of the funnest books ever. And it's just so funny and silly. It doesn't take itself seriously. Really easy read. No heavy themes. Astro City meets Archie, almost like humor comic. I liked it a lot. So look no further than right here because this book ruled. Yeah, just I have nothing but good things to say. I have to write my review on this one. When I told you guys about my process, that's the next up. This is going to be a Friday video release because I usually do my videos on Wednesday, but Ahoy Comics is a lower key imprint. I don't think a lot of people are looking for their content. So if I have like an indie book kind of like this would be a Friday release. I'm working towards that. I have to get way ahead of on my Wednesday video release schedule, but currently we have videos coming out almost through October. I've at least recorded videos through October. I have to edit them now, but this one's really great. And my favorite pop culture maven has a quote on the back, which is very cool. He says, "My Bad takes a satirical take on superhero genre and hits the bullseye." Go follow Pop Culture Maven. There you go. And then this is the wrong book. I grabbed Murder Falcon. I didn't mean to grab Murder Falcon. The other book I read this week was Transformers Volume 1 by Daniel Warren Johnson. I wanted to read all those books before I tried to get them signed. I didn't end up getting all my books signed. The only book I got was Alan's copy of Murder Falcon and my copy of Duo Power Bomb because that was the first Daniel Warren Johnson book I read. So I got those signed. I read Transformers Volume 1. My review is coming in for that. Hopefully I'll record that this week. I got 4 videos to record this week. So hopefully I can get ahead and record those, bust them out. Which brings us to our last segment. which is what I picked up this week. And what I picked up this week was only one book because I only got, I showed you what else I got this week. But one book I ordered after attending the Eisner Awards. This is a 4-time Eisner Award winner. Just, they would not stop talking about it. And that is Roaming by Jillian Tamaki and Mariko Tamaki. Kind of an interesting. So here's your standard trade paperback Murder Falcon, and then here is Roaming. It's a little bit shorter, a little bit less thick, and the panel layouts are totally different too. You know, it looks like it's going to be a short read. Excited for this. Really excited to just dig in, and I have no idea what this is about. I just knew it won a million things. It's by Drawn and Quarterly Publishing, so this again would be a Friday video release once I'm ahead of my videos. Also, TV reviews, season reviews will be Friday releases when I'm caught up. But yeah, that is currently what I picked up. I'm really excited about this because it literally just won so many awards. So, and I like Mariko Tamaki's writing. I've read her She-Hulk run, I read her Detective Comics run, I read her Supergirl stuff. And I have Harley Quinn Breaking Glass, but I haven't read it yet. So we'll see. So that is what I picked up this week. Where are we at on duration of this live stream? I just kind of powered through. We are at 26 minutes. And I think I'll come at you longer next time because this wasn't planned. I had some stuff I wanted to talk about. I've talked about it. I appreciate you all for watching. And I'll see you next time. My name's Cameron. I don't just read comics. I love them. And I will see you guys next time. End stream. Thank you.